Welcome to theplug.io, where today we spotlight the unsung heroes who stand on the front lines of emergency care. I'm the IO, and in this episode, we're diving into the intense and critical world of EMTs and paramedics. These professionals race against the clock, making split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death. From the adrenaline of emergency calls to the meticulous care they provide on the way to the hospital, we're uncovering it all. Imagine you're in the worst moment of your life. A car accident, a heart attack, a fall down the stairs. Who shows up first? Often, it's not the police or a superhero, it's an EMT or paramedic. These professionals dive into chaotic, life or death situations with the skill and calm needed to save lives. But despite their critical role, many of us don't really know what these heroes endure or what their job truly involves. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on the world of emergency medical technicians and paramedics. We'll explore who they are, the intense training they undergo, and what they really do at the sharp edge of emergency care. From the adrenaline of a 911 call to the exhaustion after their shift, we'll see it all. We'll also talk about how this demanding job affects their personal lives, their well-being, and their families. Expect a mix of gripping real-life stories, expert insights, and some hard truths about the challenges and rewards of being on the front lines of medical emergency response. So, buckle up. It's going to be a revealing ride. Emergency medical technicians, EMTs, and paramedics are both key players in emergency medical services, EMS. But they differ in their level of training and the complexity of care they are authorized to provide. EMTs provide basic emergency medical care and are often the first responders to arrive at the scene of an emergency. Their primary role includes assessing the patient's condition, managing respiratory, trauma, and cardiac emergencies, and transporting patients safely to medical facilities. EMTs are trained in basic life support, BLS, techniques, which include CPR, bleeding control, and administering oxygen. Paramedics undergo more extensive training than EMTs and can perform more complex procedures. They provide advanced life support, ALS, which includes administering drugs, interpreting electrocardiograms, ECGs, performing endotracheal intubations, and using other complex equipment. Paramedics are trained to make more autonomous decisions about patient care at the scene and during transport. Both roles are crucial in the EMS framework, working together to provide escalating care depending on the patient's needs. They are trained to swiftly assess situations and manage emergencies until more advanced medical help is available. The field of paramedicine has evolved significantly over the past few decades, becoming an indispensable part of modern healthcare. The concept of rapid medical response by trained professionals can be traced back to military operations, where medics provided immediate battlefield care. The modern civilian paramedic emerged from the necessity to reduce the time between an emergency and treatment, which was particularly highlighted by the high rates of car accident fatalities in the mid-20th century. The development of the paramedic field as we know it today began in the 1960s and 1970s. One of the landmark programs was the Freedom House Ambulance Service in Pittsburgh, which trained its paramedics to provide advanced medical care in the field, a novel idea at the time. This model demonstrated that pre-hospital care could significantly improve outcomes in emergencies such as heart attacks and major traumas. Moreover, the introduction of sophisticated medical technology and the establishment of standardized protocols and training programs have enabled paramedics to perform complex medical procedures on site. Today, paramedics are an integral part of the emergency response system, bridging the gap between the incident scene and the hospital, often ensuring that critical care starts within the golden hour, the crucial time period that can determine the outcome of traumatic injuries. The evolution of the paramedic field has been driven by both advances in medical technology and changes in public health policy, reflecting an understanding of the critical role that these professionals play not just in individual emergencies, but in the broader spectrum of community health and resilience. Their development from transport-focused personnel to sophisticated pre-hospital clinicians demonstrates the growing importance in healthcare systems around the world. The educational path for EMTs and paramedics is structured to equip them with the necessary skills to handle a wide range of medical emergencies. Here's how the training typically breaks down. Aspiring EMTs must complete a post-secondary educational program, typically available through community colleges or technical schools. These programs usually last for about 120,150 hours and can be completed in a few months. The curriculum covers emergency skills such as assessing patients, handling trauma, cardiac emergencies, respiratory emergencies, and other acute conditions. The course also includes substantial hands-on training through field and hospital internships. After completing the program, candidates must pass the National Registry of Emergency Medical Technicians (NREMT) exam to become certified. Training to become a paramedic is more intensive, requiring more hours and a deeper level of knowledge in medical procedures. A paramedic program can range from 1,200 to 1,800 hours and may take up to 2 years to complete, often resulting in an associate's degree. These programs build on EMT training with advanced courses in anatomy, physiology, cardiology, medications, and complex life-saving techniques. Like EMTs, paramedics must complete clinical and field internships, and pass the NREMT exam specific to paramedics to obtain certification. Both roles require a high school diploma as a prerequisite, and many states require a criminal background check. Continuing education is vital in the EMS field due to the constant advancements in medical technology and procedures. EMTs and paramedics must engage in ongoing training to renew their licenses and certifications, which typically must be done every 2 to 3 years. This training ensures they stay up to date with the latest medical practices, equipment, and protocols. Refresher courses can help EMTs and paramedics review crucial skills and learn new techniques that have emerged in the field. Additional certifications, such as Advanced Cardiac Life Support (ACLS), Pediatric Advanced Life Support (PALS), and Pre-Hospital Trauma Life Support (PHTLS), are highly recommended and sometimes required, depending on the paramedic's or EMT's role and the state in which they practice. Attending industry conferences, workshops, and seminars is another way for EMTs and paramedics to continue their education. These events often provide insights into the latest research and developments in emergency medical care. This ongoing education is crucial not only for maintaining certification but also for ensuring that EMTs and paramedics are always prepared to provide the best possible care to their patients in any emergency situation. A typical day for an EMT or paramedic starts long before the first call comes in. After checking their gear and ensuring the ambulance is stocked with medical supplies and equipment, they review the protocols and plan for the day with their partner. The unpredictability of the job means they must be prepared for anything, from minor injuries to major accidents or life-threatening situations. Once a call comes in, they quickly assess the information provided by dispatch, strategize their approach, and head to the scene. Here's how it might unfold. Upon arriving, we assess the scene's safety and then focus on the patient. My role is to stabilize them. This could mean managing bleeding, securing airways, or administering IVs. We work swiftly to stabilize the patient enough for transport. Every second counts. Once in the ambulance, I monitor their vitals, provide necessary medical intervention, and keep the hospital updated. The ride can be tense. Every bump and turn is felt deeply, knowing the patient's life might hang in the balance. After delivering the patient to the emergency department, they debrief with the receiving medical team, handing off critical information and answering questions. Post-call, they document everything meticulously in reports, clean and restock the ambulance, and then, it's on to the next call. This cycle repeats throughout their shift, which can last 12 to 24 hours. The life of an EMT or paramedic is filled with high-stress situations. They often arrive at scenes of chaos, where making quick, accurate decisions is crucial. They deal with life and death situations, severely injured patients, and distraught family members. The physical demands are significant, involving lifting patients and equipment, and the emotional toll can be heavy, managing personal feelings while maintaining professional composure. Furthermore, the irregular hours and shift work can disrupt normal life rhythms, affecting their social life, family time, and personal health. The mental and emotional stress from handling severe traumas can lead to burnout without proper support and coping strategies. Despite the challenges, many EMTs and paramedics find their work immensely rewarding. The ability to help people in their most vulnerable moments, often saving lives, provides a profound sense of accomplishment and purpose. There's also a strong sense of camaraderie and teamwork, not only within their unit but also as part of the broader emergency response community. Many take pride in their ability to remain calm under pressure, mastering complex medical skills that can make the difference between life and death. Each call provides a new opportunity to make a significant impact, and the gratitude they receive from patients and families can be deeply affirming. For many, these rewards justify the demands of the job, fueling their passion and commitment to this vital field. The compensation for EMTs and paramedics can vary significantly based on factors such as location, experience, and the specific type of employer, e.g., municipal government, private ambulance services, hospitals. EMTs typically earn less than paramedics due to their lower level of training and scope of practice. As of the latest data, the average annual salary for EMTs in the United States ranges from approximately $28,000 to $35,000. However, this can be higher in regions with a high cost of living or where demand for EMTs is particularly strong. Paramedics experience a higher earning potential due to their advanced skills and responsibilities. The average salary for paramedics ranges from about $35,000 to over $60,000 annually. In high-demand areas, especially major metropolitan cities or areas with fewer healthcare facilities, salaries can be on the higher end of this spectrum. The demand for EMTs and paramedics is expected to grow at a faster than average rate compared to other occupations. Several factors contribute to this demand. As the baby boomer population ages, there will be an increased need for emergency medical services, particularly for cardiac care and other age-related emergencies. Expansions in healthcare coverage may increase the number of people seeking medical attention, including emergency services. The physically demanding nature of the job and the associated stress lead to higher turnover rates, continually opening up positions for new EMTs and paramedics. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that employment for EMTs and paramedics will grow by about 6% from 2019 to 2029, which is faster than the average for all occupations. Career advancement for EMTs and paramedics often involves additional education and certifications. Opportunities include specialized roles. Paramedics can specialize in areas like critical care, flight medicine, or tactical medicine, each requiring additional training but offering higher pay and varied work environments. Supervisory positions. Experienced paramedics can move into roles such as supervisors, managers, or directors of EMS services. These positions involve overseeing other staff and managing operations and usually come with higher salaries. Further education. Some paramedics opt to further their education in fields like nursing, physician assistant studies, or medicine, leveraging their EMS experience as a foundation for advanced healthcare careers. In summary, while the starting salaries for EMTs and paramedics might not be high relative to some other healthcare professions, the field offers strong job security, opportunities for advancement, and the intrinsic rewards of providing critical, life-saving services. The lifestyle of EMTs and paramedics is markedly different from the typical 9-to-5 job due to the nature of emergency services. Here are some aspects that impact their work-life balance. EMTs and paramedics often work in shifts that cover 24 hours, which can include nights, weekends, and holidays. This irregular schedule can make it challenging to maintain a conventional family life or social activities. The need to sleep during the day and work at night can disrupt natural sleep patterns and lead to issues like sleep deprivation or chronic fatigue. The unpredictable schedule can lead to missing significant family events, holidays, and other social activities, which can strain relationships. The demands of the job can also limit the time available for relaxation and leisure, impacting overall quality of life and mental health. Adapting to stressful situations. The ability to switch from intense emergency situations to a more relaxed home environment can be challenging. EMTs and paramedics often need to develop personal strategies to decompress after a shift and transition back to home life. The job of an EMT or paramedic is both physically and emotionally demanding. The role requires physical stamina and strength. Lifting and moving patients, handling heavy equipment, and sometimes performing life-saving procedures in cramped conditions can lead to physical injury including back problems, strains, and other musculoskeletal injuries. EMTs and paramedics are frequently exposed to human suffering, life-threatening situations, and the stress of making critical decisions quickly. This can lead to emotional and psychological stress, such as burnout, PTSD, anxiety, and depression. The cumulative effect of regular exposure to traumatic events can be profound. Recognizing these challenges, there are support systems in place to help EMTs and paramedics manage the demands of their jobs. Many EMS organizations have peer support programs where EMTs and paramedics can discuss their experiences and challenges in a supportive environment. These programs are crucial for mental health and resilience. Professional counseling. Access to psychological services through employment benefits can help manage mental health challenges associated with the job. Health and wellness programs. Some services offer programs focused on physical fitness, nutrition, and injury prevention to support the physical well-being of their staff. Flexible scheduling and leave policies. Although not universal, some EMS services are beginning to adopt more flexible scheduling practices and supportive leave policies to help staff better manage their work-life balance. The lifestyle of an EMT or paramedic is undeniably challenging, but with the right support and personal management strategies, many find it a rewarding career that offers a sense of purpose unmatched in many other professions. Many EMTs and paramedics are drawn to the profession out of a desire to help others and make a tangible difference in their communities. As we wrap up our deep dive into the world of EMTs and paramedics, we've uncovered the critical roles they play in our healthcare system. From their rigorous training and the high-stakes nature of their work to the physical and emotional demands of the job, EMTs and paramedics are indispensable. We've heard firsthand from the brave individuals who make up these emergency services and learned about the significant impacts they have on lives and communities every day. Now that you've seen what it takes and what these heroes endure to keep us safe, I encourage you to consider how you can support your local EMS services. Whether by acknowledging their hard work, considering a career in this essential field, or simply spreading the word about the vital role of EMTs and paramedics, every bit of support counts. And, if you feel inspired, why not explore how you might contribute to these crucial services? Thank you for joining me on this journey to understand more about the lives of those who serve as our first line of defense in medical emergencies. If you found this video enlightening, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. Your engagement helps us bring more awareness to important topics and support the incredible individuals who make up our emergency medical services. Don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or any experiences you have with the heroic EMTs and paramedics.